My girlfriend had one of those guy friends she insisted was basically family. On a group hike, he knew I had diabetes and couldn't eat anything high in sugar, but he still coaxed me into eating a high-sugar energy bar, and my blood sugar spiked almost instantly. When I pulled out my insulin to inject, panic shot through me. My medication had been switched out for saline. I collapsed to the ground, shaking and retching. The fake nice guy just looked down at me with a smug twist of his mouth. Seriously, man? You're being dramatic. It's just a little sugar. Good thing I told Celine to swap your meds, or we'd never know how far you'd go to fake it. With a body this weak, how are you supposed to protect Celine? I turned to my girlfriend, my breathing already turning shallow. Celine, give me my insulin. If I don't inject it right now, I'm going to die. She frowned as if I were the one being unreasonable. You're overacting. I've never heard of someone dying from a bit of sugar. Adrian's right. You're always looking for attention. Everyone finally got together today, and you're here ruining it. I felt everything inside me go cold. I didn't even bother arguing anymore. I grabbed my phone with shaking hands and rasped, Mom, your son's about to get bullied to death. Are you going to step in or not? Celine Winters snatched my phone out of my hand and hit the end call button without a second thought. Annoyance twisted her face into something sharp and ugly. Julian, are you serious right now? How old are you? And you're still whining to your mom? She stuffed my phone into her own pocket and let out a cold, mocking laugh. You really think that just because you made a phone call, that mom of yours who works in the mountains is going to swoop in and back you up? Stop embarrassing yourself. What she didn't know was that the woman who worked in the mountains she mocked was actually the owner of this entire scenic area. The whole mountain belonged to our family. My vision pulsed and dimmed. The nausea and dizziness from my blood sugar spike rolled over me like a wave, threatening to pull me under. Celine's best guy friend, Adrian Lancaster, stood beside her with his usual careless grin, ready to pile on. Celine, I told you already. Your guy loves to scheme. He pointed at me with exaggerated disbelief. Look at him. He ate one energy bar and now he's pretending to be weak just so you'll feel sorry for him. Bet he wants you to hold his hand all the way down the mountain. He wagged a finger. But hey, let's get this straight. You two can flirt all you want, but don't waste everyone else's time. If you ditch us later for your boyfriend, I'm not going easy on you when we drink tonight. Celine let out a laugh. Please, with your alcohol tolerance, you belong at the kids' table. Says you. Tonight, I'm proving you wrong. They shoved each other, laughing too loudly and too close, tangled up without a hint of boundaries. It wasn't the first time. Back when Celine first introduced me to her friends, Adrian had been there too. The moment he saw me, he greeted me with an overly enthusiastic smile and pulled me into a tight hug. So, you're Julian. Celine never shuts up about you. Good to finally meet you in person. You look even better than the photos. His tone was friendly, but his eyes skimmed me from head to toe with sharp, evaluative precision. When we sat down, he made sure to speak loud enough for the table to hear. Julian, you showed up all dressed up for a casual hangout? Bold move. Very manly. He chuckled. But we're a wild bunch. Once we start playing games, try not to get that outfit dirty. Me? I can't do that. I stick to jeans everywhere. Low maintenance and practical. His words drew a round of laughter, as if showing up neatly dressed for a friend's gathering were some bizarre, out-of-place thing. I could feel his subtle hostility toward me, and I also knew I'd probably never fit into Celine's circle of friends. But every time I tried to talk about how I felt, Celine would accuse me of being petty. Adrian's just a goof. He's blunt, but he means well. Try being more easygoing, okay? I'm introducing you to my friends so you'll get along with them, not so you'll get jealous. You acting like this just makes me look bad. To prove that my bias was all in my head, she even forced me to join this hiking trip. And now, the harmless goof was watching me writhe on the ground with amused interest. Celine nudged my leg with her shoe, irritated. Enough. Stop pretending. Get up. You're slowing everyone down. The complications from my high blood. Click the link in my bio to get the full story for free.